But with everything going on at the moment, it's no surprise that most of us are in need of just calm my voice now.
I know.
Because the music has started. We all need a big hug.
However, while social distancing is keeping us apart from our loved ones, one expert is encouraging us to try the next best thing, tree hugging.
Hypnotherapist Jim Tubbs-Galley is joining us now from his local woodland in Reading. And there he is now. It's hard to spot his beard from the tree, but I think that looking good.
Hi, Holly. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. So you are, you say,
Right,
a self-confessed hippie.
yes, tree hugging. This is an ash tree, and it's the key to helping the spirit of loneliness, which is quite apt in these days that we live at the moment.
It's very true. So just explain then, because we are missing hugs off our loved ones and our family members. How can a kind of hugging a tree make up for that gap in our life we're all feeling right now?
Well, nothing will make up for the human contact. But again, this is what I do with my practice. I found last March, people were ringing me up, they were distraught. And that's got worse over the next 2 tiers.
Who's on the...
It just came upon an idea
I'm
to
just
hug
going
the
to interrupt
trees.
you for a second. Who's on the camera there?
Cool. That's Jack. Can you go up a bit, Jack? That's my
There
son.
you
Well
go,
done,
Jack.
Jack.
I can see your face now.
Just
Well
keep
done,
an eye
Jack.
on the phone, Jack, and make sure that you're keeping him in frame, mate.
I'll go down like that.
Okay. Right, okay, do carry on.
I'll do my yoga pose, Phil. Yeah, so people were ringing me up. They were very distraught. They couldn't hug their loved ones. And it was just part of the therapy, because obviously a lot of people don't want to go out at all down to my consulting room. So I said to them, go out and hug a tree. I believe in it. And surprisingly, most people need a purpose. They were devoid of purpose. Their routine was out of kilter. Even if they were on furlough, they were getting bored. And during the summer, absolutely brilliant. And it's taken off again during the winter. And again, it's good therapy.
See, I love a tree. I'm kind of with you here because they are solid structures. Their roots go into the ground. I have read something once that said that just before a tree dies, it gives up its nutrients to the forest and then it dies a little bit earlier. So I love all of that there. They've been around forever, so they must hold lots of energy. But there is a bit of science in this as well, is there?
There is, Holly, yeah. And again, with your surname, Willow, I mean, that's strength and balance, which is good. So your name could mean that. But absolutely, but it gives off good serotonins and good oxylin. It helps people. They need to hug it. And it may seem silly at first, but then they get a rush of good endorphins and it calms them down. And that's what we need at the moment. There's so much bad news. There's no getting away from it. You can't minimize it. But what we can do, and I love what you said, Phil, about mental health. That's what I deal with on a serious side. Yeah. I deal with people with high anxiety, addictions, but I am a little bit alternative. I believe whatever works for you, try it.
Absolutely, no, and I completely agree. And over the years, you know, that's been borne out sitting in this studio talking to various people who have all sorts of what is considered to be alternative. But the thing is with tree hugging, it's almost like a derogatory term now, isn't it? Oh, he's a bit of a tree hugger. When in actual fact, what you're saying is that there's nothing wrong with communing with nature, and each individual tree has its own attraction.
Absolutely, Phil. I couldn't agree more. I mean, I love it because I think tree huggers, most people think of men with long, silly beards. Oops, that's me. But there is nature and it does work. I mean, plants, if people can't get out. I mean, aloe vera is a great one. It gives oxygen into the room. There are some clients I've got, one particularly, she's an amazing young woman. She cannot get out at all. She's in a wheelchair, but we do imagery about hugging trees and that works as well.
So can you show us how you hug a tree?
Well, again, if I showed you, I'd have to get down on my feet and straddle the tree and then hug it. Now, I'm not as young as I used to be, and this tree is not conducive to that. I'll fall in the river, Holly. We wouldn't want that on live TV, would we?
Don't do that then. Well, we've got some trees here. I suspect they're not real ones.
Both of you, please hug it, and I'll do you a lovely visionary and a guided meditation for both of you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Phil and Holly.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you now. Phil, particularly, I want you to imagine, close your eyes, pull back the curtain to see for certain any vaccine will
Very
do.
good.
As long as the vaccine works. Holly, I'd like you to think of your name of balance and strength. You're both amazing. you give joy and love to people, but you've got to, as you both know, look after yourself. You're amazing people. You give love and joy, and that's what it's all about. It sounds hippie-ish, but let's be a bit hippie-ish.
No, I'm
let's
in.
get hold of people. Let's hug a tree. And my friend Pedro and Moira, they would agree, and it's good grace to do so. Would you agree? Can you feel that energy?
Yeah, no,
It just feels lovely to
Thank
hug
you.
anything right
It
now.
does.
Thank you.
We love that. We'd like to check in with you again at some stage as well, if that's all right. We've
Phil,
loved it.
I'd love to speak to you both. You're both amazing. Keep up your good work and your good energy. It's tough times, but we can get through it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's a shame our trees we were hugging were fiberglass.
No, I
But
know.
nevertheless,
But if you can imagine.
Yeah. And find one, find a local one.
Yeah.
Don't travel a long way to hug a tree. Make sure
Don't
it's
do
close
that.
by.
Don't blame us. Don't blame us.